Hello there, my name is Richard McMunn from the interview training website, passmyinterview.com, and in this training video, I will teach you how to prepare for a law firm interview. If you are applying for any job role with any law firm, make sure you stay tuned because the tips, questions and sample answers I am about to give you will help you pass your interview at the first attempt. And to achieve that goal, I will cover the following 4 things in this training video. Number 1, I will tell you which law firm interview questions to prepare for. These questions come up all the time during law firm job interviews. Number 2, I will give you 2 very important tips for answering each law firm interview question correctly, plus give you a top scoring example answer. Number 3, I will then tell you which questions I recommend you ask at the end of your law firm job interview. And then finally, number 4, I will tell you where you can instantly download my full set of 23 brilliant answers to difficult law firm interview questions. And just very quickly, if you are new to my YouTube channel, please make sure you hit that subscribe button right now. Thousands of you are passing your job interviews at the first attempt. I can only help you if you are subscribed, and please hit the like button because that really does motivate me to create more great content for you. Thank you very much indeed. Okay, the first question I want to help you answer is, tell me about yourself. Let me give you 2 important tips and I will then give you my brilliant example answer. Tip number 1, make sure you practice your answer several times before the interview because that will help demonstrate confidence and excellent communication skills. Practicing your answer to this first question will also help reduce interview nerves. And tip number 2, in your answer to the first question, tell me about yourself, I recommend you talk about your skills and strengths that match the law firm job description, any experience you can bring to the law firm, any achievements you have attained in your career to date, and then briefly outline what you will do in the role if they hire you. So here is my brilliant example answer to help you. Tell me about yourself. Here we go. Thank you for this opportunity. Before applying, I studied the job description and researched the law firm to ensure I had the skills and knowledge to add value to the business. I am a commercially driven, attentive, trustworthy and analytical, insert the position, with a track record of success. I graduated from college or university with excellent grades. In my previous position, I was praised by my manager for my adaptability, analytical and creative problem-solving skills, and how I put the needs of the company first in my work. Outside work, I keep fit and active, read self-development books and play team sports, demonstrating my ability to collaborate well with others. Highlights of my career include winning Employee of the Month and helping my previous employer attract new clients to the business. If I am successful in joining your law firm, I will adhere to all policies and procedures, set a good example to others, treat clients with respect while demonstrating professionalism, and implement your values in all my work. And I look forward to sharing additional details regarding my suitability for the position in the interview. So that is a brilliant example answer that will help get your law firm interview off to a confident start. Now you can either pause the video if you want to and write down the questions, tips and answers as we work through them together, or if you want to wait, I will soon tell you where you can download these slides plus my full set of 23 brilliant answers to difficult law firm interview questions. Here is the next question I recommend you prepare for, and that is, what attracted you to this law firm? Here are 2 brilliant tips. Tip number 1, this next common law firm interview question is clearly assessing your motivations for wanting to work at their organisation. It is vital you say that you have researched the law firm before the interview to ensure it is a place you want to work at long term. And tip number 2, good things to include in your answer are their impressive track record of success and their company values, how they interact with clients and potential clients on social media, and the opportunities they give for professional career growth. So here is another brilliant example answer to help you pass your law firm interview. What attracted you to this law firm? I researched this law firm before submitting my resume, and I was impressed with your track record of success, awards attained, and workplace values. Your values demonstrate a passion for delivering outstanding service to your clients, and your focus on integrity and professionalism is important to me. I have been following you on LinkedIn and other social platforms, and I admire how you engage with current and potential clients through informative and topical webinars. I have also been impressed with your charity work. Finally, I am attracted to your law firm because you support the career growth of staff by providing timely mentoring and assistance. You offer honest and constructive feedback, which helps all employees grow and improve professionally. I genuinely believe I can build a long and successful career at insert the law firm name while gaining job satisfaction. So that is another brilliant answer that will help you pass your law firm interview. Now, don't go anywhere because I still have more tips, questions and answers to give you. But when you are ready, you can click that link in the top right hand corner of the video and head straight through to my website, passmyinterview.com, and you can instantly download these slides plus my full set of 23 brilliant answers to difficult law firm interview questions. But here is the next difficult question I recommend you prepare for. That question is, have you applied to other law firms? Tip number 1. So this question is being asked to assess if you are looking at multiple law firms for employment. It is vital you give an honest answer. Tip number 2. If you are looking at other law firms, say that you are, but consider saying that most of your preparation has been focused on this job role with their company. Now, I'm going to give you 2 example answers to help you pass your interview. Here is the first answer. Have you applied to other law firms? No, this is the only law firm I have applied to work at. When applying for a law firm position, I believe it is important to focus all your efforts on one company at a time. Out of all the law firms advertising positions, yours is my first choice and the one I most want to work for. Here is the second answer option. Have you applied to other law firms? Yes, I have applied to several law firms. However, your firm is my first choice and the one where the majority of my preparation and effort has been focused. Having researched this law firm extensively and having met some of the people who work here, I genuinely hope I receive an offer post-interview. So there's 2 example answers. You can decide which one you would use at your law firm interview. Here is the next question. This is a really difficult one, but it features often during law firm interviews. Which law would you like to change and why? Tip number 1. This next difficult but common law firm interview question is assessing your knowledge of law and reasoning skills. Give a specific law from your country that you believe could be improved and explain the reasons why. And tip number 2, be careful which law you state you would like to change. Consider how the law firm will interpret your answer. Now here are 3 alternative answers to help you. Which law would you like to change and why? Sample answer number 1. I would like to change the mandatory minimum sentencing laws for non-violent drug offences. In my opinion, these laws often result in disproportionately long sentences that do not fit the nature of the crime and contribute to overpopulation in prisons. By reforming these laws, we could focus more on rehabilitation and reduce the long-term social and economic impacts of mass incarceration. Here is sample answer number 2. I would like to change the laws surrounding immigration, specifically the family reunification policies. Current laws often create significant delays and barriers for families trying to reunite legally. Streamlining the process and reducing bureaucratic obstacles would help ensure that families can stay together, which is essential for social stability and the well-being of children. Sample answer number 3. Which law would you like to change and why? I believe that the current data privacy laws need to be updated to better protect consumers' personal information in the digital age. With the rapid advancement of technology, existing laws are often inadequate in addressing new privacy concerns. Enhancing these laws would help protect individuals from data breaches and misuse of their personal information, fostering greater trust in digital services and platforms. So there's 3 example answers to that difficult law firm interview question. Which law would you like to change and why? Here is the next question I recommend you prepare for. What are your greatest strengths? Tip number 1. This next common law firm interview question is assessing whether your strengths will positively impact the organisation. Tip number 2. The best strengths, in my opinion, for a law firm interview include commercial awareness, influencing and negotiating, attention to detail, and problem solving, evaluating, and analytical skills. So here is another brilliant example answer to help you. What are your greatest strengths? My greatest strengths are a good match for the law firm job description. I am commercially aware and understand, in basic terms, how a law firm operates. In my work, I must focus on attracting new and repeat clients, delivering outstanding service, and helping the business gain increased exposure. Other strengths include attention to detail, communication, and teamwork skills. I am a strong collaborator and a fast worker, and I ensure I spend time focusing on developments with the law so that my knowledge, expertise, and legal practices are current. Finally, perhaps my greatest strengths are information analysis, research, and evaluating to achieve the best outcomes for my clients and employer. So that's a great example answer that will help you prepare fully for your law firm interview. Here is the next question. What is your biggest weakness? Be very careful how you answer this common law firm interview question. Tip number 1. This next common law firm interview question is clearly assessing self-awareness. Do not say you don't have any weaknesses or your weakness is being a perfectionist. Tip number 2. Good weaknesses, in my opinion, include being impatient, public speaking, and finding it challenging to strike a healthy work-life balance. Here is how I would answer this difficult question. What is your biggest weakness? My biggest weakness is I find it difficult to find a healthy work-life balance. I love my job, but often find that I work longer hours than I should. For example, when I'm on holiday, I can't help but log on to do some work. While they support me, my partner has often commented on the number of hours I work. Although I will always be fully committed to my work, I must learn to take time out to ensure I am fully rested and energized. That's how I would answer that difficult law firm interview question. What is your biggest weakness? Here is the next question. Tell me about a time you used your ability to negotiate. Tip number 1. This next difficult law firm interview question needs a confident answer. It is assessing your ability to influence and negotiate. It is also assessing your communication skills. Tip number 2. In your answer, I recommend you give a specific situation where you negotiated or influenced someone to achieve a successful outcome. Here is a brilliant example answer to help you. Tell me about a time you used your ability to negotiate. In a previous law firm job, a client requested a significant discount on our fees. I explained to the client that the fee level was appropriate for the work requested. I explained how partners in the firm were highly qualified and focused on the level of attention and expertise they would receive. I further explained that while they could easily find a cheaper law firm to conduct the work on their behalf, my company's track record was exemplary. By explaining the benefits to the client, particularly the level of service and attention to detail they would receive, they quickly agreed to pay the full fee. Here is the next question. How would you handle a situation where 3 partners simultaneously request work to be completed by 5 p.m? Tip number 1. So this difficult law firm interview question is assessing your prioritizing and organizing skills. Tip number 2, include the following in your response. Assessing the urgency of each work request, negotiating deadlines where possible, and then seeking support from work colleagues to meet the deadlines. Here is my brilliant example answer to help you. How would you handle a situation where 3 partners simultaneously request work to be completed by 5 p.m? Here we go. My initial step would be to assess the urgency and importance of each task, seeking further details from each partner if necessary to understand the scope and impact of their requests. Clear communication is key, so I would transparently discuss the situation with each partner, negotiating deadlines where possible or reallocating tasks as needed. I would then prioritize the tasks and create a detailed plan, possibly using to-do lists or project management tools to ensure efficient time management. If the workload is unmanageable within the given time frame, I would seek support from colleagues or discuss the situation with a supervisor to find a feasible solution. My ultimate goal is to deliver high quality work within the constraints, and I would reflect on the experience afterward to identify solutions for future situations. That is a brilliant example answer. And you can see how all of these responses will help you prepare properly for your law firm interview. Now, toward the end of your law firm interview, the hiring manager is likely going to say, that's the end of the interview. Do you have any questions for us? Be very careful which questions you ask. I recommend you ask 3 questions. Here's 3 I would ask at the end of my law firm interview. Question number 1, what advice would you give to the successful candidate who wants to excel as a insert the position at this law firm? My second question is, can you tell me a little more about the partners and support staff I would work alongside at this firm? And my third question is, what's the one thing I can do in this role to help your law firm succeed? Those are the 3 questions I would ask at the end of a law firm interview. Now, the next thing to do is make sure you click that link right now in the top right hand corner of the video. Head straight through to my website, passmyinterview.com, and you can instantly download these slides plus my full set of 23 brilliant example answers to difficult law firm interview questions. This guide comes as a PDF, which means you can have it in your inbox literally within 2 minutes from now. When you check out my website, you will also see that I have given you on the page an example follow-up email to send to the law firm after your job interview. Make sure you check that out. Also, please do make sure you hit that subscribe button. Seriously, thousands and thousands of you are passing your job interviews at the first attempt. I am here to help you pass every job interview, negotiate the highest salary achievable, and progress throughout your career. I can only do those things if you are subscribed. Please hit the like button, because that really does motivate me to create more great content for you. And you can also connect with me on LinkedIn. I have put my LinkedIn link in the description below the video. It is always an honor and a pleasure to connect with like-minded professionals such as yourself. Thank you so much for watching and for supporting my channel. And I wish you all the very best for passing your law firm interview. Have a wonderful day.